So as my mate Manuel would say, that's a little bit of la la la, really, isn't it? Okay, shall we go to main stage and have a look at what's going on in here? Right, here you go. I've got it launched already. This is main stage 2, and I've actually got it set up on guitar rigs, and I've got this blank thing here because we're going to start one completely from scratch. Because if you're like me, I mean, it's nice to be able to, you know, you can go in and kind of select amps and loopers and whole rigs with sounds on and stuff. But if you're like me and you've got a very particular taste about what types of sounds you like, then you might want to set your own up. And so select guitar rig starter and empty guitar layout ready for you to customize. Go. And it says to you, this console will not produce any audio output until you adjust the master volume. And actually that's not a bad thing because it stops your speakers from blowing up. But basically, if you just hit OK, you'll see you've got a nice big blank thing going on here, but your master is down. Now, I might get a bit of feedback here, actually. Wait a minute. Ooh, hello, 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 hello. And funnily enough, I haven't. Now, I know why that is. It's because the last time I was using mainstage, I've got 2 audio interfaces. So one of the things you might want to check, first of all, before you go blasting your speakers, is to check if you have more than one audio interface. You know, like if you've got your standard onboard sound inside your Mac or iMac, and you're also using a Firewire interface like me, you might want to just go in and check. So here you go, mainstage, preferences, audio. And you can see here, I've actually got a Motu 24 in-out interface, except that I'm actually recording my audio at the moment through my M audio. Now, that's all right. Because I'm recording my M Audio Firewire 1814 audio into ScreenFlow to do this tutorial. I actually do want the sound coming through my PCI 424, my Motu, so that's not a problem. And it's also going to be playing back through that. But what I do need to do is make sure that I've got my guitar coming in. And my guitar is actually on input 13 on my Motu, so I need to go in there and change the input. And first of all, check that I've got some audio coming in, and you can see, although I've got no sound coming through the master out, you can hear my guitar strumming away in the background there, and you can see I've got a peak meter on the guitar. I'll just show you that again. There we go, nice little bit of signal there. And so if we bring this master up now, woohoo! Hey presto! Lights and amplification. Right, so we've got some sound now, and that sounds like a guitar sound, doesn't it? So, right, what now? So at the moment, let's just have a little look up here. We've got British Invasion Clean going on, and we're in the edit window. Okay, so first of all, that's quite handy just for making sure that you've got some sound. I'm going to turn this back down. Just purely because it's just good practice, and I'm going to go into the layout window, and the first thing I'm going to do is set up a layout. Now there's 2 bits that you need to do here in this stage. The first thing is that you need to design your layout in this black window here, and you've got loads of kind of panels and stuff down here at the bottom that you can do that with. And the second thing is you need to get your MIDI interface to talk to your layout, and then once you've done that, you have to get your layout to talk to the sounds inside mainstage. So that's like the daisy chain. First of all, you have to get the CC messages set up in your FCB, then you have to get your FCB, then you have to build your layout and get your FCB 1010 to talk to your layout, which you do using what's called learn. And then once that's done, then you're kind of game on then at that point, because you can then start to create lots of sounds. So anyway, I'm just going to crack on and put together a little bit of a layout for you now, and then we're going to go into the next chapter after that. So let's do it. You need, first of all, to think about how you're going to read sounds. So if we just go to all controls and we go down here to a full height patch list, drag that in there, boom. And then we also want a nice big large patch display, and boom. And we also want some stomp boxes, 1 and 2. I'm just picking the 2 knob versions at the moment. and 3. Let's just have 3 for the mo. Don't really need much more than that. Now, the FCB1010's got a couple of pedals on it. If you just go to shelf controls, you'll see it there. Look, foot pedal. It was actually in the all controls menu as well. But anyway, let's have a couple of those. Schnurdy boo. And we'll have another one in. Like that. I think that was from the Dove from Above, wasn't it? From Shooting Stars. But anyway. A good guitar rig would not be complete, of course, without some sort of VU meter to tell you what your volume is like. Now, you've got two choices here. The volume meter, you know, like the old sort of authentic, you know, kind of, what do you call it, sci-fam type meter is all right, isn't it? But I actually quite like having a horizontal meter here for volume. So I'm going to just put that back, actually, or I'm going to delete it, should I say. And I'm going to put a horizontal meter in. And I tell you what, this is really cool. You can have it right there, like slap bang in the middle of your thingy, and you can drag it all the way across. Whack, whack. Oops. Bit of Dave Lee Travis for you, showing my age. And we can set that up as our volume meter, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So you've got this huge, great big volume meter going across your rig. And of course, there are a few more controls that we need. So let's go back into all controls. Here's another little nice touch. Vertical meter here on the right. And we're going to use that one for CPU, because it's quite handy to know whether or not your CPU is petering out or not. And as I'm going to show you in a minute, you're going to see that is bubbling away nicely and showing us exactly how much CPU we're using. I'm going to chuck a little foot switch in there for a bit of tempo tap. That's quite handy. We do, of course, need a button here for our tuner. Let's just chuck that in there somewhere. There we go. That'll do that. And we're also going to just chuck some grouped controls in here, you know, like guitar amp controls. There you go. We'll chuck a few of those in. Now, first thing is that I've got overlapping stuff here. Now, this is quite cool, because if you've got anything that's overlapping in your layout and you try to go into edit mode, oh, you're going to get this nasty message which tells it you've got overlapping objects. So I've got a little bit of work left to do on this. I need to make sure that I've got these kind of switches. Let's go back into layout. I need to make sure that I've got these switches out of the way and kind of independent. Maybe move these down just a little bit here. There you go. Oh dear, I've done that, not done that very well, but anyway. So move it down and then get that switch in there, tuck him away over there on the left, and the tuner down here in this little space here. And that should be alright. If you click edit now, oh, it's still telling me I've got overlapping. Show overlapping objects. There we go. Ah, look, it's my little peak meter there. Oh, a little blighter. Well, let's just shrink him down, because he doesn't need to be that big, does he? Let's just take him down, and let's just take that one back up again. And let's try that now. Edit. Bingo. So excellent. We now have ourselves a layout, which is fantastic. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you how to get your layout to talk to your FCB 1010.